That's Coach. Oh, that isn't fun. And also I'm live, so I've just captured all of that. Hello, YouTube and Jackrabbits family. You hear me talking to myself. All right. And it is now raining. That's no fun. At least I have hot chocolate. Sarah, I bought hot chocolate for Teddy and me because it's cold. And I'm getting my car with a bunch of free charging thanks to Adams County. So thank you, Adams County Judicial, what is that? Whatever that is, Judicial Park or something. I have picked up 60 miles. So what is that, like the equivalent of like 3 gallons of free gas. I'll pick up another couple, another 30, 40 miles before the end of this game. So 100 miles of free charging, I'll take it. If you don't own an EV, you should. It's an amazing experience. So fast, so quiet. All right, let me get off my editorializing about automobiles and share the link with folks. And Joe will step in to lead off for us. And the 55-mile-an-hour pitch is low and away. And a 57 right over the plate for strike one. And there's a pitch outside for strike two. Joe just staring at it right now. Needs to do better than that. And the catcher set up in the left-handed batter's box, so quite a bit outside. Just throw this out here stat because I think it's quite impressive. Joe leading the team at .545 and on batting average through 7 games. And he's got to be pleased his punch, I think, with that. Struggled in the summer, got himself a starting position for the high school C team, and that has really changed everything for him. And Joe will get down safely. So Braden will step in, and it looks like Teddy in the on-deck circle. Everybody's kind of buttoned up right now, so it's hard for me to see what people are. Thankfully, Braden going no sweatshirt. And there's a high pitch and a lollipop throw down. Gets all the way to the outfield. Center fielder in kind of the Denver Broncos orange, so a little bit different than the blue. We got all kinds. It looks like boys just putting stuff on to stay warm, honestly. Because I see the middle infielders are blue, but then we've got black and gray around the infield as well. So that first pitch was a strike. Braden now swinging the Marucci, the nice silver and maroon lettered one. That ball goes to the backstop, and Joe's going to be in safely. I did change the camera angle between the two games, so we're going to get more of left field, a little bit further zoomed out from third, but I will get a chance to see a bit more of the lead. So it's a trade-off. You're not quite as tight, you don't get quite the detail, but you get more of the field. All right, so we get 3-0 is the count according to the umpire. Last one missed inside. Braden taken all day, as is the commandeth mint. All right, between games, it got really cold and really windy. The wind seems to have stopped here, but it's still plenty cold. Ooh, 59. Braden way late on that. He didn't decide, I think, until he saw that ball breaking down. So now it goes from 3-0 to 3-2 in the course of 2 pitches. Well executed by number 6 on the bump there. And Braden's got to do better. Oh, and we step off. And Braden steps out. And we'll reset. Joe actually didn't move all that much back. He wasn't that far off the third base. And that ball is away. So that'll give us... And Braden's going to take second. So that was a chance for the Jackrabbits to work on a play there. The hope was to draw the throw to get Braden, but then you'd get Joe in. Given the inability of the Jackrabbits to score runs, the hope was to at least get a run in. So now you've got Teddy with a chance to score 2 if he can put a ball through the infield. That ball is way overthrown, goes to the backstop, but comes back pretty quickly to the catcher and makes a really nice play, slide and grab it. Nobody goes anywhere. Ball 1 to Teddy. So Teddy will be looking for that 58, 57 mile an hour fastball over the middle if he can get it. And that 57 mile an hour fastball is outside. And that ball's high. Gonna go off the glove. Joe doesn't come down the line far enough there. It's probably safe, given that it didn't get to the backstop, it didn't bounce back. But as such, Teddy will take 3-0 now. He'll take all day. And on a cold day like today, he probably wishes he had batting gloves, because the ball's going to hurt when it hits your bat. And Teddy's just going to take ball 4. I know he'd love to have seen a pitch there, but he did not get one to hit. And we'll have bases loaded. And we'll have a timeout from the... We're playing the recruits. The recruits coach who's going to come out and chat with his infield and talk to his pitcher, who has seen 3 batters and all 3 have reached base safely. Out at third base, some joking around by your Jackrabbits. And Joe trying to give Teddy a high five. Joe spots Teddy probably 3 inches on pure height. Everybody breaks up now, and we will have Aaron step in with Mason the Gray in the on-deck circle. And that ball is in the dirt. Ball 1. So it might be tricky, but you might want to do a double screen here. Watch the Mariners and Tigers game while also watching this game. Obviously the Mariners, the team that are destined to win it all, so you might as well just tune in. Last night was quite the flub. And that pitch is high and away, ball 3. Aaron will be taken here. And when he gets on, not should he get on, when he gets on, we'll have Mason up next. And that ball is ball 4. Joe will cross the plate for the first run of the game for the Jackrabbits. Gianni will rush into the on-deck circle and grab the bat. And Mason, from the windup now. There's a nice pitch, tailing fastball, 60 miles an hour. When he comes to the windup, though, can't go hold any of the runners on, so you can take a giant lead. You can see Teddy taking a ginormous lead out at second. And Mason stepping towards third and then swinging. So that was a lot that broke down there in the swing. Now he's in a hole, 0-2. Next pitch, the windup. Does get away from the pitcher for 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Oh, Mason swings and misses. Strike 3. So the first Jackrabbit goes down on the inning, and Gianni will step in. Gianni looking for some fastball he can drive. And he does a little half. Oh, I'm sorry. And we'll have to pick up the ball and throw to first. And the ball gets away from the first baseman. And Teddy will scamper in safely. So we'll have runners on the corners on the little infield hit there. I don't really think that's necessarily an error. I think Gianni has that thing beat. Third baseman was playing back, and it didn't really go anywhere. It kind of fell into no man's land. So Gianni will be running on the pitch, I imagine. Brian stepping in now. He's got to make sure he gets the sign. There's only 1 out. Oh, and they do throw at this good trick play to the shortstop halfway between the mound and second. And Aaron stays at third. So Brian has to take that first pitch as a strike. Now from the windup. Number 8 does generate quite a bit more power for the windup. That one 59. And I think he's a little bit more accurate as well than he is from the stretch. This will suit him better. Brian with a chance to get 2 RBIs here with a ball that gets to the outfield. And that has this number 6 here on the bump. Everything tails away from the right-hander. Everything. So, not sure if it's his grip or the fact that he falls off, but that ball is outside. He needs to be throwing it basically right down the middle of the plate and then let the tail be almost like a slider. Instead, he's aiming away, and it's just going away. Oh, Brian. He can't be swinging at that pitch. And we'll go to a full count, I think. Hopefully he wasn't swinging on 3-0. My goodness, he'd know better than that, right? And that ball bounces. Aaron thinks about coming, but he's not. And we'll go to bases loaded. I think this is Adrian just picked up the soldier bat there. It is. He's got his sweatshirt on underneath his jersey, which I very much appreciate, so I can see the number 1 on his back. And Adrian now ready to swing at the first offering here from the pitcher. That comes in high. Ball 1. It's number 6 there on his 32nd pitch of the evening. Ooh, I wanted a nice break on it, but it was too late. Ball 2. And there's a strike there. It was a generous strike there. Again, the catcher not doing his pitcher any favors. He's setting up way outside. So even if he hits a spot, it looks like it's a ball. And so that's 3-1 now. And that ball bounces off the plate, or maybe even be front of the plate, and everybody's going to go 90 feet on the base on balls. Aaron steps on the bag. What I think must be the 4th run of the game. And we're going to get a timeout already from the coach, and we'll get a pitching change here. This is a second mound visit, and that will end number 6's night on the bump. After 36 pitches, the runners are still his responsibility. He did retire one, and we'll have a new. Looks like one of the players ran off, took an arm sleeve off, so he might be next. And then is that a tornado alarm? What are we hearing over there in the distance? All right, and Mason the Frosted steps in, arm sleeve pink, and he pokes that one right up the middle, and they're gonna send everybody home. And Mason with a 2-run RBI, Gianni and Brian score. So 28 greeted with a shot back up the middle from Mason. Jackrabbits putting up some runs now. This is nice to see. Now Connor steps in. Yeah, I just don't understand this catcher setting up outside the catcher's box and in the left-handed batter's box. Because again, if the pitcher hits a spot, he's still way off the plate. And there's a pitch. Oh, nice shot at the middle. Oh, goes underneath the second baseman's glove. And everybody had to freeze because they didn't know if the shortstop, was on the shortstop's glove. Didn't know if the shortstop was going to catch that or not. So a really nice stroke from Connor. And I believe this is Ty stepping in now. Yep, Ty stepping in. He's the one with the red helmet. I made a mistake earlier in the game, or early in the broadcast today. Apologies. So Ty will take the first pitch, 55 and outside for ball one. So with the bases juiced, there's a play at any base. It's going to be important that Ty make sure he puts the ball probably to the right side. He'll score at least one, and then hoofs it down. There is one out, so the double play would end the inning. So it's going to be on Ty to really run hard once he puts the ball in play here. Jabrell will be in the on-deck circle, waiting to hit. Oh, 49 mile an hour, kind of big old beach ball. Ty probably didn't need to swing on that, but it looked too good. It looked too good. And again, sitting up in the left-handed batter's box. And Ty fouls that back. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes now. He is swinging the Cat X. It's one that has many, many hits still left in it. Let's see if he can make that happen here. That ball is high. And a throw down to third. And the ball gets away. And Mason thought about it. Goes more than halfway down the line until coach says no. So they drew the back pick. They get the run. So solid move by Adrian. And Tyler now. Strike three on the outside corner. Nicely placed there by the pitcher on that 53-mile-an-hour pitch. Jabrell will step in. And am I wrong? Are we batting around? Jabrell and then Dalton, and that would be us batting around. So that would be a good first inning for the Jackrabbits. A long time since we had one of these. Game started around 6. We should end up around 7:30, 7:45. Hopefully get us rolling here about 8. But the sun is officially down at 6:32 here in the Mile High City. So we'll be playing under lights for the rest of the evening. There's a shot through the right side. And Jabrell with a nice stroke. And that'll score 2. That's with 2 outs. We had everybody running on contact. So Jackrabbits are able to put up 9 in this inning, and Dalton steps in and Joe in the on-deck circle. So we have now, everybody's been up here in the top of the first. Jabrell's off, 53 strike, and ball's held by the catcher. Whoops, I missed my picture-in-picture. Jabrell wasn't even on first base long enough for me to get my picture-in-picture going. So Jabrell out at second now. Dalton bat in hand, black sweatshirt. And he's going to take ball 1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. A light mist or kind of spitting rain happening here. Just super inconvenient on a cold and windy night. And there's a ball that crosses the plate at Dalton's nose and for strike 2. And the pitch, again, the catcher way outside. Pitcher hits his target and ball 2. And 2-2 count here. No, ball, sorry, 3-1 count. No, that was 2-2. Now we're full, 3-2. Here we go. So the payoff pitch will be forthcoming. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Now Jabrell will not necessarily be running because there's no force, but he's going to be looking to go. And good defensive swing by Dalton. He's going to hit that ball straight back for stay alive. One of the Jackrabbits parents is going to go retrieve that foul ball. And pitcher steps off. Dalton steps out. We'll reset. And there's a pop to second baseman. He does get under it for the third of the inning, but the Jackrabbits are able to score 9. We will take it as the best offensive showing since early September. We are helped with a bunch of base on balls, but we got some timely hits, and with that, we will take the field for the bottom of the first with a comfortable lead, although we gave up, 11 last game, so not enough, but comfortable maybe. And we'll see what our defensive alignment is just after this. And after a short reprieve, it appears as though the wind is back upon us. So number 7 will step in. It looks like we have Braden on the bump. His battery mate will be Mason the Frosted. Out at first, we've got Jabrell. Out at second, Dalton, I think. Short is Joe. Gianni at third. Connor in left. Teddy in center. And not sure in right now. Gianni lets it go foul. Probably a good move because that's going to be a tough throw to make. And strike one. So 1 pitch, 1 strike. I like the way to see that start. So who is out there that's just so happy? Someone dancing around in right field. I think they're mostly trying to stay warm, but I can't figure out who that is. There's a shot. Gianni swoops it up, throws the ball in the dirt, gets away, and our right fielder does back it up. It goes out of play. So a runner is going to take second as the ball goes underneath the fence. Who's in right? Can you tell?
It's Mason and Toria.
Oh, it's Mason the Gray. So defensive lapse there. We'll put the runner on second. So now what we need after a really good top of the first. Number 6 will step in with a runner out at second. And the next pitch is way outside. The runner's going to take third with no throw. So with the big backstop here, Mason's going to have to stop any pitch from Braden. Coach suggesting that Braden needs to just take a breath, slow down, relax a bit, a little wound up, a little over adrenaline. And he's overthrown. That ball hits the front of the plate, and that will gonna score the runner. So defensive miscue. What do we have? A wild pitch and then a second wild pitch. We'll score the first run of the game and of the day for the recruits. So good job. Everybody can learn from, what was that, number? I missed the number the gentleman who just scored, but he just ran, and it worked. Ball 4, apparently low on that one. The strike zone's a little bit tougher to decipher from this catcher, or this ump behind the plate. The behind the plate ump we had in the previous game is now moved out to being in the field. Number 12 will step in. Nobody out. Runner down at first on the base on balls. And that ball almost eats up Jabrell. It does eat up Jabrell. And with that, we're going to have another free base. So at this point, Jackrabbits just giving bases away. As the rain returns, the spit, I should say, returns. It's not even really like a rain. But it's enough to get my screens wet, which messes up my ability to change cameras. So I have to get my towels out. And that ball is high, 63 though, plenty of good speed, but not good location. Jackrabbits have been generally blessed with a bunch of kids on this roster who can pitch. And we may get a chance to see several of them as the rain now picks up. That ball gets away from Mason. We're just giving bases away. He's got to get down there. He can't just try to backhand that like he's a middle infielder. It's got to be drop to your knees and get down. Use your chest. I say that because I know what the correct technique is, but you wouldn't catch me dead back there. You are going to get hurt. Swing and a miss. We'll take it. And a first strike we've had in a while. So let's celebrate that one. And let's see if Braden can come back and get a second one here. Braden got all the tools of being a great pitcher. Big, tall, lanky young man, I should say. Just athletic and sporty. Just got to get the technique down. I suspect a lot of winter workouts will be spent working with him and with a few others on the team just to get their techniques down. There you go. Oh, ball whips in at 63, but inside. Well, now runners on the corners. And my electronics are all getting wet to the point of I'm trying to figure out if I need to put my tent up, which is a lot of work and super annoying. I should just go look at my weather app to know if this is just the beginning or if that's it. We're going to get a lot of rain. I did see that rain was called for today, but I didn't expect it now. And that ball is popped out of play to the left side. And from what I can tell, it is going to be, once it starts raining, it ain't going to stop. So let's figure out how much of this baseball game we're going to get left. And what did we get? We got defensive substitution. Adrian for Joe, maybe? Yeah, it looked like Adrian for Joe. So Adrian out short. Next pitch. Ooh, 64 and buzzes 35. Real close. And there's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Eats him up. They do get the throw at first, so we'll trade the run for the out. Good at bat by the batter. The baseball gods are funny. Adrian just comes in. Of course, the ball finds him. It's an absolute truism by baseball. So that'll leave runner out at second. I apologize. Runner out at second. 9-2, and our first out of the inning. There we go, Braden. Now we're feeling it, 62. So Braden now with 3 straight strikes. Let's see if he can keep it up here. Oh, that one he floats in a little high, but still closer to the zone than we've seen previously. There it is. Nice tailing fastball, 63 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, and there's a nice shot through the right side. And that's going to be turf assisted all the way to the fence. It's going to score 1. The question is are we going to have an inside the Parker here? Probably, because he just picked up the ball. And that ball is going to be too late. So inside the park home run. 2-run shot on a ball to the right side. The 2-run inside the park home run gets it to 9-4. And we got 2 down. Also, the rain is continuing and not stopping. I don't know if you can see it out there in the lights. I don't think I got a good enough shot on that one. But let me see if I can just zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in that close. Can you see how it's... Yeah, you can definitely see the rain out there. Well, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. Game Evo camera. Anyway, that's the rain we've got going on, and it does not look like it's going to get any better. So that is unfortunate. And I'm going to have to start putting in my tent because my electronics here can't handle a downpour. I do wonder if we're actually going to finish this game, given that the camera or that the weather bug says that there's no break in the rain. All right, we got we got one down. Yeah, nobody on. And after a visit, Braden still has the ball. And coach just giving him a pep talk, it looks like. That ball's high. Ball 2. Oh, you're in here. Bummer. That is open. I could have been in there. All right. Next pitch. Inside. Ball 3. So 28 will have a proper hitter's count here. That ball's away for ball 4. Yeah, it's the broken end one. All right. Can we get in that corner? Cover over my, yeah, how much more can we, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got some tie downs. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, everybody, we're putting up a tent in the rain here. That ball gets away. No, too far, too much. Yeah, because now it's all my gear's still getting wet. Just put it all up. I don't care about the stuff behind us getting wet. So Jackrabbits had a great top of the first, and they're given an opportunity here for the recruits to come back. And I've got my tent up now. Big thanks to some of the other Jackrabbits parents. Should at least keep my stuff from shorting out. And that ball's away. All right. Oh man, sorry. I didn't even have the right camera angle on. All right. Runner out at second. Everything's all wet. All right, it's really coming down now. Let's see how much longer before we get timeout due to white. Foul tip, squeezed. Strike 3. So, good job by Braden. 2 down. Runner out at second. My camera got bumped by the tent as we stood up. And that ball is high. So a 9-4 ball game, 2 outs, runner out at second. Braden's 31st pitch. It's in the dirt. Decent stop by Mason there to keep the ball from getting away too much. It was still a backhanded technique there. We got to do more to keep the ball, use our body and get our body in front of it. Now my blanket's all wet, so it's cold. There's a nice strike, and I think number 9 knew it. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. And the pitch is high. Braden leaving that one high. Not fully reaching and extending with his right hand. I think coach is desperately trying to not have to change out his pitcher here in the first. But a 3-1 count now. And they're going to give him first base on that one. I guess a little wide maybe. Then steps 33. Wearing some Broncos colors. Again, everybody reaching for something to keep you warm. So the infield should be able to pick up any ground ball and just step on a bag. Braden's got to keep that ball, got to get that ball down, so it's in the strike zone and force 33 to put the bat on it. He's swinging on some sort of Louisville slugger. And there's a foul ball. Goes off him in the box. And as such is strike one. Third base coach saying you're way ahead of it, move up in the box, which he promptly doesn't do. Hopefully Braden can do something with that. That ball is hit out to left field, and that ball falls into nowhereville. Teddy picks it up, and he throws the ball to nothing, and it goes to no one, and go to third, and now they got, they had somebody at, everybody, there's just a lot of badness there. Should have been caught. Teddy not backing up. His throw to nobody gets away, and then the runner at second tried to run to third even though his teammate was there. They had him probably in a rundown for what would have been the third out of the inning, but instead the ball went to the wrong base, and as such, well, another run scored and 2 runs in scoring position with 2 down. And Braden now will be creeping up on his 40th pitch of the inning. And that ball is fouled away. A 64 mile an hour nice strike there. And a good swing by the batter, who's wearing a black sweatshirt, so I don't know his number. Let's see if I can get it from the box score. Not listed in the box score, unfortunately. I got to think that the recruits here are close to batting around. Mason tries to frame that, but they're still too far outside. So the play's at first for the infield. They've got to know that. There's a nice pitch, 62, swing and a miss for strike 2. But Braden in command here, which has not been the case in every at-bat, so hopefully he can take advantage of that. And that ball is hit out to Teddy in center. Teddy has lost it completely, and as such, it's lost completely. That ball is up against the fence. It will be an inside the park home run probably. Yep, Teddy misses his cutoff man, and there'll be a play at the plate. And that ball gets away. Nobody backing up. So an inside the park home run it shall be. And I believe that's 3 runs, so make it 9-8 in this comedy of errors in the wet field. But I give nothing but credit to the recruits who have put the ball in play multiple times and taken advantage of defensive miscues. That will be it after just at 40 pitches. And Braden leaving a little bit frustrated, getting the proper congratulations from his coaches, however. Not a lot of that, it was his fault. Joe will step in. Man, I wish my son could play the outfield. And we'll take a break while Joe warms up. All right, there are 2 outs. It is 9-8. Joe is on the bump, and we are facing the final batter in the lineup for the recruits. So Joe's going to desperately go after this kid, not turn the lineup over. His first pitch is low and away, 55. The ball must be super slippery. I think the rain has slowed down, maybe even ceased, but the ground's certainly wet. The ball's certainly wet. And the ball right down the middle for a ball, ball 2. And ball off the plate. It is amazing how many pitches have gone off the plate today. So 3-0. So we'll see if Joe can execute here. Batter shouldn't be swinging. So just throw the ball, hit the glove. There's a strike. Batter disagrees, shakes his head. Gotta be careful, young man. Umps rarely appreciate that. Let's see if we get the next pitch in. That ball does not make it the full 60 feet 6 inches, and the batter will get to first on the base on balls. Joe looking like he's not throwing hard. I don't know. That only one pitch above 60 miles an hour there. Generally, Joe is a 63 to 66 mile an hour batter. Or sorry, pitcher. 61 to 63 mile an hour pitcher. And we haven't seen that yet. The ball skips in at 61, and the ball is a surprise in the glove of Adrian. He keeps it from getting away. The runner is safe at second. So the tying run out there at second with 2 outs. He'll be running one on the pitch. Joe throws a 59 mile an hour fastball outside. Mason the Frosted goes out and gets it. And there's a pitch that Mason frames because it was definitely outside for strike 1. So, next pitch. Runner's going. The ball goes to the backstop. Mason was busy making the throw before he made the catch there. 3-1. And the runner now, the tying run, just a mere wild pitch away. At 3-1 from Joe. He's got to bring a pitch to hit here. And that ball is outside for strike 2. And now Joe got an absolute reprieve from the ump. So he's got to throw his best pitch right here. And fouled off by number 13. Staying alive there. So full count, 2 out. The payoff pitch coming, a nice breeze blowing from third towards first. Swing and a miss. And 13, you had to go get that even though it was definitely outside because it might have been called a strike. And with that, the Jackrabbits are able to get the third out, but after giving up 8 runs, the rain has slowed. It might even be, I'm stick my hand out. Do not feel it currently, so let's see if we can get some more baseball in here. 50 minutes in. Took us 50 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to do the first inning. So at this pace, we will play 2 innings. So let's see how the Jackrabbits do here. They, I believe, have the top of the order up. And as such, Coach having a big powwow with the team over here. Not very Coach Paul-like. Not sure, but he doesn't do these sort of in-game, between-inning conversations. But just absolutely no energy, no life from the Jackrabbits. They're looking like everybody just unhappy and ready to go home. Not the way to win a ball game with it. Feels very winnable. So we'll have the top of the order up. That's Joe, and then Braden, right? And then Teddy. Yeah, Joe, Braden, Teddy, Aaron, and then Mason, the Gray, Gianni, and then hopefully more beyond that. I will say again that Joe really having a heck of a fall season after a tough spring season, just to let you know how baseball is with its cruelness. But right now, Joe is leading the team with batting average. He's batting .545. So give you some sense of what that means. That means he's been up 11 times officially, although he's had 15 plate appearances, and he has 6 hits, so 6 for 11 with a couple of walks. He's also got 3 RBIs. He's scored 6 times, and he's only struck out twice. So just a different young man here this fall, which I love to see. Love to see it. Teddy's batting .533, and then Aaron's got .385, and Braden .375 to round out the top 4 batting averages on the team. All that's great, but if we can't score some runs here in the top of the second, it is all for naught. So going to be on Joe to get himself on base. And we're having quite the conversation out at the mound. Number 28 has the ball. He bumps gloves with his catcher, and it looks like we are ready to go. That ball comes in at 50 miles an hour on a big loop for ball 1. That ball is outside. Long pause from the pitcher. Here comes the third pitch of the at-bat. Joe takes that inside, ball 3. And ball 4. Joe will take the walk. I know he'd like to get us hit, but we will take him on base. Speedster, some baseball IQ, knows what to do when the ball's going. So Braden will step in now. And Braden got the signs, was told to step out and get the signs, so I'm guessing Joe is on his way. Interesting position by the first baseman. First baseman is a right-handed, and so he's got his left-handed glove for a quick back slap tag. Joe's on his way, and there's a throw nicely on target, but his slip gets away, and you can see that turf is just tough when it's wet. Joe almost overslid the bag, so he takes the second base on the first pitch there, which was a strike to Braden. And pitcher looks like he's going to second, but isn't. Wow, everybody's really washed out in that camera, aren't they? Not sure why that is. All right, and that ball's outside. So 6 pitches this inning so far. Jackrabbits haven't seen anything in the strike zone. Oh, no, I take that back. No, the last pitch was in the strike zone. I was busy watching Joe steal. That ball floats in high at 49 miles an hour. But Jackrabbits got to be judicious. They can't be swinging at anything. Odds are they're not going to necessarily see a bunch of strikes in a row. Oh, Braden decides way too late that that's a strike, and it was. Ball 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a nice shot up the middle. And that will give Braden another RBI as Joe crosses the plate and the ball skips away from the cutoff man. So Joe, with that, making the most of his walk there, will now take the base. Teddy getting the signs. We're getting timeout, and it looks like there'll be a pitching change here because there's the coach with somebody in tow. And he does hand the ball off, and we'll have a warm-up here with Teddy getting the box with Braden out at first. I'll mute myself while that gentleman warms up. Teddy now is going to take that ball inside. Good throw. And everybody's struggling to slide on the turf. The wet turf as it is. So Teddy will step in now with the runner in scoring position. See if he can put a ball into the outfield here and score Braden from second. Foul ball, 59 miles an hour off the hands of Teddy. So this young gentleman on the bump throwing about 10 miles an hour faster than what we saw previously, number 5 here. So Teddy with a 1-1 count. It looks like the rain has returned, or at least my tent is telling me the rain has returned. And Teddy with a shot that's gonna die right there at the shortstop. And it was all arms on that swing, no hips, and so it's a little pop-up. And the first out of the inning. Aaron will step in. And then Mason, the gray, in the on-deck circle. That ball bounces. Braden thinks about going, but a good stop by the catcher keeps him at second. Aaron at least needs to get the ball to the right side to move Braden over. Whew. That ball had a crazy trajectory. It almost came out sidearm, went up and then dropped. And that ball's going to go to the backstop. It's going to go right back to the catcher. Braden trying to figure out if he's going to slide or not. Stays up. And now Aaron with the 3-0 count. He'll be taken here. And Braden at third. We'll look for the pass ball maybe. And Aaron will take first. So Jackrabbits on the corners. Mason, a last-minute decision to go with the Cat X. They've been swinging the Soldier. So there's some real confusion on the signs. Mason being called down to talk to Coach Hunter about what to do. And as we do that, the rain now really starting to come in. Shows bunt, throws back to the pitcher, who looks at third, but no throw, and so that'll put Aaron down at second, Braden at third. So everything out there for Mason. He's going to take that ball inside. Again, a shot to the right side. Should score at least one run, so that's what Mason wants to think about doing here. That ball's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Do you want to move this so you can stand? Okay. Oh, there's a shot. It's going to drop in right to the right side. Like I said, it should score 2, actually. Aaron now with a little bit of speed. He's going to come in and score. Yes! The Jackrabbits put 2 on the board with an excellent inside-out golf swing from Mason, who stands gleefully down at first. We'll get a timeout. We're going to change of baseballs, as I'm trying to do a pretty decent job of keeping the balls dry.
Let's go, Macho Man.
And Coach Steve looks like he's on ball drying duty. Gianni will step in now. Sorry, folks, I had to squeeze my camera in underneath the blanket. And he takes that ball inside, and he'll be safe. So Mason out at second now. Gianni with an 1-ball count. Gianni takes that one off his ribs. There's a hollow sound there, and he's going to go to first. The only kid on the team who just does not move out of the way. So blessing and a curse, he does reach first safely, but takes that powerful bat out of our hands. Brian checks in with the man above. Hoping for some blessing here on this one. Brian swinging that Soldier bat with 2 Jackrabbits on base. That ball is outside. And the rain really coming down now. You can see it even in the picture-in-the-picture camera. That ball's in the dirt. Let me just show you. You can see the rain coming across the lights there in the middle of your screen. It is going to be tough to finish this game if that keeps up. And there's a shot, Brian. It's going to be nobody at first. Who's going to get there? First baseman gets in with the tag, but everybody moves over, so a useful out. Probably not the way that Brian would draw it up, but it does move everybody over. 2 runners now in scoring position with 2 down.
Hey, he said get a hit, Adrian.
So Adrian now with a chance to drive in 2 if he can put the ball in the outfield. That ball comes right back off the backstop. Good read. Oh, that's gold. Good read by the runner at third to not go anywhere. And just waves of wind and heavy rain now coming down. That ball is strike right at the letters. The second and third, 2 down.
Let's
There's
go.
a shot. Adrian with a shot. That could go all the way to the wall. Adrian's going to run hard. Is it going to be a turf assisted inside the park home run? I don't know. It'll be a play at third. He's going to stand him up at third. A 2-run turf assisted triple. Jackrabbits will take it. And with that, what's up? I'm calling it. I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh no, we're going to get a trade of the baseballs. Okay. Ump's not calling it. And quite the downpour here. I think he's trying to get the game in. So Mason the Frosted in with the pink eye black and the pink armband. And a runner out at third. And that ball comes off the backstop again. Adrian stays. Oh boy. No. Jeez. Gotta be careful. My screen is now wet, so everything's acting funny. Ooh, nice pitch. I don't know what that was from the pitcher, but had a little bit of loop-de-loo on it, and right off the end of the bat from Mason. We are over an hour into this game now. And Mason puts that ball right up the middle. It gets beyond the diving shortstop for an RBI single. So looks like Connor is stepping in now. And the Jackrabbits have a 15-8 lead. So apparently we stored up all of our offense for this game. We haven't scored much of anything lately. And there's a throw down to second base, going to be offline. And Mason's in safely. Mason will get the running start and he'll go to the backstop anyway, so he'll be in safely. Looking for another dry baseball. Anytime he hits the ground, we're getting a trade out here. Steve's got a bunch of dry towels in his jacket pocket there. So Connor now waiting on the next pitch. Nobody in the on-deck circle. That's a little concerning, and we don't know who's next. And that ball's in the dirt. I believe that's
Tyler's on deck and he's out, so that's probably why they're confused.
Tyler's out.
I think he had a kidney infection or something.
Oh my goodness. Oh jeez. Okay. And that ball gets away, but nobody's going anywhere because again comes right back. So we have a 3-1 count to Connor. And everything getting very wet right now. And there's a little shot. Oh, nice job by the third baseman. Throws to first, and the ball gets away. And the run scores. So Connor in on the infield single. That ball is still live, but the good job by the third baseman to pick up the overthrow. And Jabrell will step in. Apparently Ty had to go home ill. So we wish him well. And I don't know if we're gonna get, we have to tell everybody how that's going. It's fall ball, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Runner at first with a huge lead. Swing and a miss. Oops, I don't even know why I did that. There we go. No need to slide there. So Connor standing out at second base now after stolen base there. Jabrell looking for a pitch to hit. He gets one, and it goes right up the middle, right over the head. That is definitely a turf-assisted single because that ball should have gone right back to the pitcher instead of bounced way over his head. So we'll take it. This turf giveth, the turf taketh away. Dalton steps in now with the runners on the corners. 2 down. And they're just going to give second base to Jabril on defensive indifference. So runners at second and third now. Dalton gets a ball through the infield. He's scoring 2 because Jabril will be running on contact. That ball swung wide. So when the pitcher here comes over the top, he's much more accurate. When he drops down a little bit, the ball really tails on him. So something for the Jackrabbits batters to watch is where's that ball coming from. If it's coming over the top, it's going to be in the strike zone. If it's coming 3/4, it's probably going to tail away. And that was a good example right there of coming 3/4 and it missed away to the right-handed batter here. So Dalton with a 3-0 count now. He'll be taken. Looks like Joe is in the on-deck circle. And that ball is going to be, they're going to have bases loaded for the Jackrabbits. Joe up now. Started this inning, as I mentioned, with the best batting average on the team. Took a walk. And now there's no place to put him, so they're going to have to pitch to him. And it's just miserable conditions. This is football conditions. This is not baseball conditions. Give me boys of summer stuff, not boys of fall. And that ball is away for ball 1. Number 5, I think, struggling here a little bit to get a good grip on the ball. Keeps rubbing it on his jersey. It is just soaking wet. And that ball bounces again. Ball 2. Oh, that ball gets far away. Connor probably could have made it, but with 2 outs, you don't want to make your 3rd out at home, that's for sure. And Joe now with a 3-0 count. He'll be taken here. Next pitch shows bunt. Nothing happens. He's going to walk, and everybody's going to move up 90 feet. Another cold breeze comes across. We're going to get a timeout from the coach, and it looks like we're going to get another pitching change. I don't think number 5 is that his number? I think that was number 5. Shouldn't hang his head. That's just tough pitching conditions. I don't know what you're going to do with that. So Braden will step in when we're done with the pitching change, and I'll be back after that.
patient, Braden. Be patient, Braden.
I'm squishing you. He's not even touching your body. It's moving. He's not squishing you. Do you want to turn the other way? Do you want to get Dad's jacket?
Let's go, B. Kill it, B.
And in we start now with the new pitcher. Same conditions. That pitch didn't register on my radar gun. I think it came in the 40s, would be my guess. But strike one, so who cares? Braden needs to be up in the box here. Base is juiced with jackrabbits. Sacks full of jacks. I haven't said that in a long time. Rain coming down even harder. A man could wish for lightning in the biggest way right now. All we hear is the distant rumble of planes taking off from Denver International Airport. That ball is inside. That only registered at 51. It's the job of number 12 on the bump here. Not to blow anybody away, just to put something over the plate and get that third out. Ooh. Braden, man, that was a nice swing. And in desperate search of a dry baseball, a couple of coaches showing up, trying to keep the balls out of the rain as much as possible. This is dedication to playing baseball, ladies and gentlemen. I love me some baseball, but these conditions are pretty brutal. 53 degrees, windy and rainy. As my wife just said, sweatshirts don't do you a whole lot of good when that's the case. And the catcher sets up outside. Pitcher hits the spot for ball. Oh, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Everybody's going on the pitch here. And there's ball 4. So Teddy will get up with the bases loaded, and he'll face number 12 here. Second time this inning he's been up.
Hey, use your hips, Teddy.
And Teddy will wait on the fastball here, see what he can get. That ball is away, 52 miles an hour. Teddy is actually one of the 2 outs in this inning. He had a pop fly to shortstop. It's been that long. Not wearing batting gloves, so when he makes contact, it's going to hurt. And he's going to take that ball inside.
Use them hips, Teddy.
Excellent. You got Jabrell's dad reminding him to use hips. So in case he doesn't want to listen to his dad, he can listen to somebody else's dad. And that ball bounces in. Ball 3. Teddy will be taken on 3-0. Joe doing jumping jacks out at second to try to stay warm. And there's a nice 49 mile an hour pitch for a strike. So 3-1 now. And Teddy will take ball 4. So everybody moves up another 90 feet, another run for the Jackrabbits, and that will make Dalton our 19th run of the game. 1 hour and 20 minutes in the top of the second. The rain has slowed down a little bit. That ball is going to be popped up to the second baseman. Oh, it falls. It falls. And everybody's going to move forward 90 feet. In fact, Braden is going to score from second on that one. Teddy didn't know that it was 2 outs, so he wasn't running on the pop-up and only gets the second. So Mason the Gray will step in. Mason the Gray had a 2-run RBI already this inning. And Teddy with a nice big lead. And there's a shot out to the short second base. And he's going to throw to first. And they're going to call him out. And the end of the inning, Jackrabbits are able to score a whole bunch of runs. I can't even do the math. But we're at 21-8 now as we go to the bottom of the second after an hour and 21. So a 13-run lead. I don't know the run rule here, but Jackrabbits would do themselves a lot of good if they could figure out a way to not give up many runs. Do I go get my car now? I don't know. All right. I gotta make faster decisions if I'm gonna go get my car. I guess I'll just let it keep charging. Oh, I'm not even muted. All right, Joe now on the mound with the dry ball. Number 7 will step in for the recruits. My core body temperature has dropped at least another degree or two. And the Jackrabbits in search of 3 outs. And Joe's first pitch is away. Joe has a special guest here this evening. A lot of folks calling on him to perform for this special guest of his. Let's see if he can throw some strikes here. He throws that one in the dirt. So the first 2 pitches have been non-competitively. I will say that Joe looking more like a middle infielder than a pitcher out there so far. That ball better, but he's kind of coming 3/4 and whipping it and not doing the over the top what he needs to be doing. There's the first nice pitch he's thrown this inning for strike 1. We'll take it. No more of that sidearm middle infielder whip stuff. More like a pitcher. Let's see what we get here. That one's nice. Swing and a miss. Actually, it might have been a foul ball. I'm not sure. because it looked like it got through the legs of, past the catcher and through the legs of the ump there. So 3-2. And that ball is away, and we'll have ball 4. So currently on pace for a 2-inning game. This game could end at the hour 45 mark, which is only 20 minutes away. And the patter of the rain picks up on my tent here. Throw over. And that ball gets away, as you can see. And now the runner will go towards third. Good job. Get the ball in and keep the runner to second. But I'm not sure we need to be throwing the ball over and picking anybody off at this point. Let's just get 3 outs the old-fashioned way by putting the ball over the plate and making them earn it. Umpire looking for anything dry in his satchel there. Joe with a fresh ball. And the ball drops. Runner goes to third. And he's in there safely. Slid underneath the tag from Teddy. Oh, I didn't go through the defensive alignment. So we have Joe on the mound and Mason the Frosted as his battery mate behind the plate. Jabril at first, Dalton at second, Adrian at short, and Teddy at third. In left, I'm going to go with Braden, although it could be Connor, because Connor would be the other one in center. Nice. Almost stopped by Dalton. He's going to be safe at first. As we drop the ball. Nice try by Dalton. He kept that ball from getting past him. That's maybe a turf-assisted triple or home run if it gets past him. So Braden and Connor in the outfield. I do think it's Connor in straightaway center and Braden in left. And that would leave Mason the Gray in right. And 1 run in for the recruits this inning. That walk comes around to score. And then a nice stroke from the runner on first to drive him in. Number 12 now with the bat in hand. Swing and a throw down. And we get the turf is just nuts. The ball doesn't bounce like a normal bounce. Anyway, as such, we've got the runner down to second now on the stolen base. You can safely assume that the recruits will be stealing whenever they can. When it's a 21-9 game, they need as many runners in scoring position as possible. And that ball skips in the dirt. Backhanded stab by Mason keeps the runner out at second. Jackrabbits still in search of their first put out of the inning. And the recruits on their third batter. And there's a move but no throw. The rain is falling straight down now. Not from the side, so I guess that's a win. So Dalton had the ball there, tried a little hidden play trick, but runner having none of it. Adrian over now to hold him on. The ball skips past Mason, and this doesn't surprise anybody. The runner goes to third. And we have is it a 3-0 count or 2-1? Let's see. Ump tells us. I think we got a 2-1 count. Right? Because didn't we get a swing on the first pitch? Oh, I was wrong. Ball 4. So that'll put runners on the corners, and Joe still in search of his first out. Oh, and we're going to get a timeout from Coach Paul. Coach Paul looking like he's going to go with Gianni. Gianni coming in from off the field, and looks like Joe will be heading to the dugout unless Joe's going to go to third. And Gianni will get the warm-up throws here, and we can only pray for mercy that this will be a quick bottom of the second and the game will be over, because it is absolutely coming down now. It is absolutely coming down. And Gianni throws 70 miles an hour, so he could hurt somebody if he can't get a good grip on the ball. I'll be back after he throws his warm-up pitches.
Wait, come here, bud. If you're out there, go stand with Andrew. So you're not getting all wet. And then you're telling me you're freezing. Go stand by him. You're covered by the rain. Or come under here. She's like, he's my best friend. He gives me food.
Hey, let's go. You ready?
And Gianni will be on the bump now with the runners at first and third and nobody down. Swing and a miss. That first pitch is a strike. So we need Gianni to throw pitches like that. Gianni comes set for the second pitch. That one's in the dirt, and I'm very worried about Gianni throwing 70 miles an hour with a wet baseball. The runner will score on the pass ball, and the other one will advance to second. So we've got, is it 21-10 now? I believe. It's coming down so hard, all the Jackrabbits fans have scurried for the limited amount of dry cover that still exists. And foul ball off to the side. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is the best position that I know of. Oh, that ball is low and away. Why is that happening? 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And the next pitch, fouled straight back. So the batter doing a good job of staying alive. And the next pitch is in the dirt. And we go full count now. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And we get the first out of the inning. Man, do we need that. Man, do we need that. Applause to the Jackrabbits fans, those of us who can stay dry anyway. Everybody else quickly trying to figure out a way to get to their car, maybe watch the feed, I'm not sure. So 1 down, runner out at second. It is a 21-10 game. It feels much more like a Broncos score than a baseball score, but it is what it is. By the way, shout out to the Broncos, beating the world champion Philadelphia Eagles today. What a big statement win from the boys in blue and orange. Gianni's first pitch is low for ball 1. For some reason, my radar gun is not working at all. It's giving me crazy signs. Like that one said it came in at 46, and it definitely did not. And next pitch, right down the middle. My radar gun says 41 miles an hour, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I'll restart it again, but it has struggled this whole inning to give me an accurate reading. And that ball is in the dirt and gets away from Mason. And the runner will take third. Gianni being recommended that he ask for a dry baseball because clearly he didn't have a good grip on that one. And now that it's been all over the backstop, get a new one. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. It will be one for the memory, that's for sure. There's a beautiful strike. Again, my radar gun saying 42, but it popped up a glove probably more like 65 or thereabouts. Strike three. Took that one. Hey, there we go, 65. There we go. I knew my radar gun would eventually get the right answer. So we've got 2 down, and I'm not sure. I guess coach is coming out to have a conversation here with Gianni, saying, I'm not sure. That was quick. I don't even know what he said. It looked like made a hand motion of like something, throw over or something, but coach using one of his 2 visits to Gianni to tell him something. And we're all sitting here in the, this is hilarious. Thanks, Google. My Google Pixel just told me rain was starting soon, like we didn't know that. Ooh, that was a nice pitch. 64 up in the eyeballs. 28 goes fishing for it. We appreciate that. Oh, that ball hits the plate. I just don't get over how many balls hit the plate. Runner will score easily for the 11th run of the game for the Recruits. That plate must really be elevated because it's probably the 6th pitch, maybe 7th pitch that's hit the plate and done something crazy like that. So nobody on. Gianni with 2 outs. He's got a 1-1 count here. He's got a 10-run lead. I'm hoping that we are at an hour, at least an hour 40. Swing and a miss. 71 on that one. I'm hoping that there'll be mercy among all those deciding that 2 innings is enough for us tonight. But we shall see. I'm getting ahead of myself because Gianni's got to get this 3rd strike here to get the 3rd out. And the pitch. Foul tip. Good job by 21 to stay alive. And that ball went off the glove of Mason. I heard it hit the bat, hit the glove, and then hit the backstop. So just like so close to squeezing it for strike 3. And the next pitch from the windup. Oh, a bullet off the bat for another foul. So 28 absolutely staying alive here with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And if we were looking to burn time, this at-bat's doing it. Through the mano-a-mano here between Gianni and number 28. Who's swinging, I think, the Louisville Slugger. And there's a ground ball down the right field line. Mason's going to leave it. And hopefully somebody from the Recruits will go grab it. Looks like they are. Let's see if we get something besides a fastball here. There's a swing, and he tags him for the 3rd out of the inning, and that should be ball game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a 21-11 ugly victory for everybody involved. Jackrabbits are victorious to go 101 on the day and to go 500 for the fall ball season. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the final fall ball game tournament of the season. But on behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, this is Mike on the microphone. Vamos, Liebres. I hope you have a good 2 weeks, and we'll see you back here in time for the